Hello everybody. Going to do a little reading for everybody from the good old Oracle deck, specifically the Shaman's Oracle deck. I feel attached to a lot more than the other decks that I have used, just for the simple fact of the shamanism behind it. Alright. Comes with a nice handy dandy book that gives you very good descriptions on what the cards mean. Like this, the Journeyer and Companions. It's normally the Journeyer is normally the one you are, and your companion is the companion to your to guide you to the spirit realm, I guess, to get these messages, to receive these messages. Normally, I don't work with crystals, but today I feel compelled. I got my quartz that I've had for a long time, a large piece of quartz, a seer stone, which helps when I'm trying to receive the message. I love it. It's beautiful. It looks like cracked quartz. If you can see the cracks on the bottom, but the top is covered in like this beautiful powder looking, but it's not powder obviously because it doesn't come off. But and then I got my obsidian that I received from a very good friend for protection. So I got incense burning. You know, gotta have the good stuff. All right, so let's get started. The Journeyer. Here's what the Journeyer looks like. It's you, me, I guess, not you, but me. And then the Companion, which is your guide in the realm of spirits to gather these messages from. In this deck, you draw 5 cards, okay? You go through the understanding of, it's like your hand, your palm, your fingertips are different points, different locations, and for different interpretations to what you want to see in these. But like I said, everything is relative and open to interpretation. So I'm gonna shuffle these up a little bit, see what we get for the first couple cards. And mind you, this is just a general reading for anybody that needs this or wants to, you know, receive a message or any guidance on a certain issue or topic. You know what these cards are specifically designed to do. I've had this for quite some time, probably like good 4 years now, and I've been working with them, done multiple readings for people. So figured, why not do a couple readings today, or one reading, and we'll see where we are at. So first card, Hunter of Gifts. Hunter of Gifts. Normally, I lay all the cards out. Doesn't matter which way they come out. Doesn't matter if they're upright or downwards or none of that. Second card, Hunter of Death. So we got 2 hunters. The depictions on these are amazing. They remind me of like the old cave art, the civilizations before us, what they have seen. And if you look, kind of looks like a skull or a alien, however you want to perceive that. It's got the 2 tribal lines in the center of the face and the dark black pits for eyes and the white. You see the little mouth down there? Definitely looks like some kind of gray, you know, alien or a deity of death in the ancient, or any ancient, I don't know, civilization. So we got the Hunter of Gifts and the Hunter of Deaths. Ooh, a Shaman of Tradition. Okay, this one looks real neat. This one, it's got some arms. Pretty interesting. Okay, so there's 3. Let's draw the 4th one here. Ooh, the Hunter of Mysteries. The Hunter of Mysteries. It's a guy, a person, shooting a bow and arrow. Tall. So that's interesting. One more. Let's shuffle this up one more time because I don't want to know. I don't know. I'm looking at you guys cutting the deck. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Spirit of Initiation. Another person figure. And this is a light. This is white. You see the hands, the arms, and the head, the feet. Pretty interesting. Okay, so that's all the cards I'm going to draw for right now. Put these back in the box. Let's see what we got. Okay. Normally, I like to try to rearrange these in a way that makes sense. So we got mysteries, tradition, death, and gifts in tradition. Okay, so Hunter of Gifts, Hunter of Death. So, okay. Mysteries, traditions. We got traditions. I'm gonna say traditions should go up here. Initiation. Yes, initiation. Gifts, mysteries, and death. So what I'm getting from this is the tradition can be a lot of different things. Tradition can be family traditions, they can be worldly traditions, they could be something that you do every day unconsciously that you don't know that you do. That is also a tradition. The spirit of initiation. So through this tradition, you're going to become initiated. You're going to see your gifts, your natural abilities, your sight, however you want to see it. The gifts can be anything. The gifts can be like how you talk to people, how you approach people, how you treat people. They can be more profound as, say, like, some esoteric gifts with the understanding of, like, past lives, say, understandings of, like, I don't know, a lot of things, and that's where we come up with the next card, mysteries. So you're going to understand through traditions that's going to show you your gifts. You're going to start experiencing and unraveling, say, a lot of mysteries. Maybe about yourself, maybe about the things around you. There's mysteries that you have not found out yet. And the mysteries that you have not found out yet are going to be shown to you by gifts through the initiation of traditions. And the last one, death, the most important card of this whole reading, other than the companion and the journey, of course. This symbolizes a lot to me right here. This death card being the last card that we're approaching shows me that you are going to resolve a lot of mysteries. Death doesn't mean, the death of your old self, not necessarily death in a physical sense. It's a metaphysical sense, like a larger sense of the death of old habits or old traditions, let's say. You can even look at it that way. You're going to come full circle back with the traditions, the old traditions that used to make you, the old traditions that you used to do, that you did not see the way that it was affecting you. Death comes for everybody, but it's not an ending. It's not necessarily the the end. Well, it is the end of cycles, but with each ending of cycles, there's always a beginning of cycles. Death brings tradition. Tradition brings initiation. Initiation to develop and connect with these gifts. With these gifts that you have. Everybody has gifts in some way. Something that you do is considered a gift to somebody else. That can be anything. Your kindness, your aura, your personality, your anything can be a gift to somebody. Unraveling these mysteries of the unexplored or the unintentionally unexplored parts of yourself that you have been so fearful in old traditions that's kept you in the same cycle of repeating traditions that don't work, repeating cycles that don't resolve into what you want. And resolving is death. Death is the resolution of your old traits, your old behaviors, your old ways that you've been so accompanied and so used to doing. That was good. I like that. And these cards are going to be set to the side. Let's do another one. Why not? Why not? So, just got out of work today. And my job is to do this, to grow cannabis, and I love it. It's giving me purpose. It's fulfilling the idea of the shaman part of myself, the healer, the person that sees the way this world is and ultimately wants to shape it and change it and heal it into a better, more beautiful, more caring, more loving place that it needs to be. That being said, first card off the top. What is it gonna be? Ooh, Dancers of Fear. Okay, this one looks nice. It's got a bunch of legs and hands. Looks like an ant. Reminds me of like one of them red fire ants that crawls on your leg when you're not paying attention and bites you. The Dancer of Fear. Okay, let's try the next one. Yeah, what's the next one? Hunter of Vision. Ooh, another hunter. You see the bow? This one looks a lot more feminine to me. Don't know why. The body shape, the presence of this is quite feminine to me. Interesting. So we got Dancers of Fear and Hunter of Visions. The next one, Spirit of Nature. This one looks like a flag. Like this way, but this way, this looks like some black lines in a light shining behind it, like there's sun or there's some pure light being blocked, or maybe allowing whatever this is to grow. The nature, spirit of, oh, it's nurture. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry, that was my fault. The spirit of nurture. Still doesn't change what I see in it, but okay, so we got 3. Let's go for 4. Ancestors of Knowing. I always love drawing these cards because if you look, it looks like a bee without the stinger, like a honeybee. One of those plump honeybees that just flows around and kind of scares you a little bit. I love drawing this because this one is a very, like, the description of this in the book is like knowing your power, understanding your light, your divinity. Uno más, por favor. Hunter of Abundance. You got some hunters. It's interesting. The Hunter of Abundance. So, if you look, there's an individual with the spear over the animal that I just killed. This representing the killing or the dampering of the other self, or the personality traits that you don't like, or the abundance factor is when you kill something you consume for abundance. I don't know. So we got, put these back in the box there. We've got the Dancer of Fear, Hunter of Vision, Spirit of Nature, Ancestor of Knowing, and the Hunter of Abundance. Okay, so knowing and vision, fear, that's it. Okay, so it goes Hunter of Visions, your dreams, your goals, your dreams, your what you see, what you want to accomplish. You're going to be afraid to reach out, to try, to achieve what your visions are. Your visions can be anything. Your visions can be like, say, something very small, like waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day, or smiling and saying hi to somebody every day, because that's what you want to see or to achieve, or to just basically genuinely and generally do. But it causes you fear. For some reason, your visions cause you fear. Your visions, what you think, not what you see, but what you think, is being misconstrued with the aspect of fear. Fear is a very, very large tool, and I mean tool as in a emotional manipulator. People rely on people to be afraid so they can get you and influence you to do what they want you to do. Understandable. Nurture. So you're going to nurture that fear. You're going to love that fear, grow that fear into something that's not fear. You're going to grow that. You're going to look at that fear, that afraidness to achieve, or that afraidness to do whatever it is that you're afraid to do. You're going to nurture that. You're going to love that. You're going to replace that fear with love. So we got the Ancestor of Knowing. Ancestor of Knowing. Right after the Spirit of Nurture. To nurture that fear of your visions, come to the fruition of knowing that you can achieve. That you should not be afraid anymore. That your heart, that your fear is dissipated. That your fear is evolved and grown into love, into the aspect of knowing that you can achieve. And that's where abundance comes in. Your abundance from your set visions that you were too afraid to achieve. So you nurture those wounds, you nurture those feelings of fear into feelings of knowing. Into feelings of knowing that you can achieve, knowing that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And therefore, the abundance card. Abundance. Abundance can be anything. It can be food, it can be emotions, it can be money, it can be whatever you want to feel abundant of. It can be essentially anything you want. It could be happiness, it could be clothes, it could be anything. To idolize the material stuff is not necessarily my forte to preach to people, not necessarily to preach, but to guide people to choose. With attachment comes suffering. when you become attached to, say, things, you begin to grow in the fear aspect. So, the abundance card definitely means conquering. You can see how he or she or they are on top of the animal that they just slaughtered and killed for their tribe. So you're conquering the fear that's been shown to you and given to you through these unlikely ways of essentially growing up. The essential key to understand here is that don't let fear stop you from achieving your goals. I have been guilty as well of letting fear take over my life, and being afraid only stops you, only limits you from your goal, of what you want to do. I really like these cards a lot. The back on of them have a hand, hence the drawing the 5 cards, because you got, makes sense, right? I necessarily don't use the same cards when I'm doing multiple readings like this. This is something that I've tried just now. So these 2 are the ones that are used. Let's do one more. Let's do one more reading out of this deck here. I'm starting to get a little hungry from work today. I cleaned, used a power washer, spraying power washer and water. My feet have been wet all day, so it's nice to be home and to be dry. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful that I can use these cards to bring guidance, to bring a different aspect to card readings. I'm going to do this as long as this incense is burning. So we got about one more reading in me, and probably going to talk for a little bit more, but first of many videos to come, guys. I'm going to try to do daily readings and see where I can post them, see what I can do with them, if I can help reach somebody, or if you guys want more, one-on-one readings, I can channel, I can connect with you on a level and use that energy that I'm receiving from you into these cards, into a specific message versus just a generalized, for anybody, random, completely random message. Okay, so the first card that we got, Hunter of Strengths. Another hunter. Okay. Looks like he's got like one of those things Ace Ventura used to shoot that guy on that pole, a blow dart gun that's shooting this said animal, deer, fawn, I don't know. It's got 4 legs, no horns, but it's connected to the person up top, which is very interesting. Maybe they're drawing strength from the animal by sucking and not blowing a dart. It looks like it's being sucked up into the person. Interesting. The next one we got, the Hunter of Paths, another hunter card. The path's going upwards, and this definitely looks like more of a feminine, a woman climbing a mountain. Very, very interesting. Okay. Oh, another hunter card, Hunter of Honor. This definitely looks like a deer person with a cape on. Okay. Strength, paths, and honor. All right, 2 more cards. Let's hit it. Shaman of Birth. Ooh, the Shaman of Birth. You see the the male figure with the spear, because I feel like that's how they would represent it in that time, in the woman right here, with the the fire of life inside of her, giving birth to a spark of creation. Interesting. Somebody is going to. Oh, okay. Let's draw one more. A session of hope. Oh, ancestors of hope. It is another animal figure. Looks like a horse per se, with light inside of it. I like it. So there's 5 cards. Put this back in the deck and let me see what I can do with these. Okay, you got strength, paths, honor, birth, and hope. So the path of hope and strength will give birth to honor. The path of honor and hope will give. That's it. That is it. So the path, the hard path, the upward path that has very little traction to it. That's meant to represent the struggle of the upward climb. So the path of strength. I like this. The paths of strength. So your route of strength, how you get strength, how you strengthen yourself, like meditation, looking in a mirror and being like, I am, enough, or I am great, or I am beautiful, or I am strong. Certain things like that you can get strength from. So strength and honor. The path of strength and honor. The honor aspect comes into play when you honor yourself, when you honor your strengths, when you honor your family, when you honor your strengths, what you're strong at, what you're good at, your gifts, your abilities, your most prized emotions that you have are your strengths. If you honor those strengths, you're going to give birth. Not physically, but emotionally. You are, say, blocked at this point. You are blocked from traumas, and you are blocked from past experiences through the wrong paths, hence the paths card. The new paths that you're taking is going to give you strength and honor. You must be strong and keep being strong. The honor of the strength will be blessed by the birth of hope. It will give you hope, the hope that you need in this time, the hope to keep being strong and to keep honoring that strength. Will keep birthing hope. Strength is a huge thing. You don't know how strong you are. Anybody, you have the strength to achieve whatever you want, to be whatever you want, to do whatever you want. So to have your path limited, say the upward climb, to be hard, you have to be strong to climb up, to get to that point, to put that little extra oomph and effort into it, and in return you will be honored with the birth of hope. I'll tell you what I hope for. I hope that one day this world will be out of this dark cycle that we're in, that this world will become much more beautiful and much more kind to everybody, not just a specific gender or specific, say, children. Should be kind to everybody. Treat everybody the way that they're They want to be treated. You want to treat people nice. So in return, they treat you nice. That's the karmatic give and take of how things work. The karmatic give and take is, oh, I'm actually wearing matching socks today. Nice. The karmatic cycle, say, is something that's not a lot of understanding goes into it. You have patterns that essentially repeat themselves every span of time, and then bam, goes back in. Think of it as a singularity in the smallest point of space and time you can think of. And it explodes, but it explodes outwards. And guess what? It explodes back in. And then it explodes back outwards. And this thing is a circular explosion, but it's like a point. So it explodes up and it comes out. And it's round, cylindrical. Like we call it a Toros field, which is positive and negative, top and bottom, duality, polarity, whatever you want to call it, the divine code. Sounds right. Your heart beats, boom, 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 bless energy out around you. This is what you call your aura. Your aura is what you are. Your aura is what you put out, what you want people to receive from you. There's different colors, there's different meanings, there's different everything, but it's a central around you. Then they have the chakra points in like lower, so you have all these energy points that run through your body the same way this field generates around you. Everything generates a electrical magnetic field. It's inevitable. The earth does it, the moon does it, we do it. Everything that emits a movement or a shift in directional space-time has a field. So this being said, the field of gravity, the effect of gravity, ain't what it is. It's not what's holding everything to the earth. It's not what's holding the planets in rotations around each other. It's a Toros field, a electromagnetic connection. Think of it as putting two magnets together. You got north and south and north and south, all right? So these north and souths are like this. So when they come into another field similar to their own, they become attached. And that's how planets rotate around. They become attached to their electrical magnetic fields in opposing electromagnetic fields because they draw each other in, just like magnets do. So this understanding changes a lot of the way I look at things, a lot of the ideas of gravity. Like think about this. Okay, so clouds are way up in the sky, way dense, way heavy, full of water. Okay, tons and tons of weight, right? But they're floating in the sky. Here you are on the ground, way less density and way less weight than the clouds, right? But somehow they're up there and we're down here. So in theory, clouds should be on the ground. There should be layers of atmospheric layers, like an onion, a Shrek reference. Ogres are like onions. Well, planets in magnetic fields are like onions, because if that's, well, gravity is like onions. You have layers that will draw the densest object to the center. Hence, that's how black holes are created. The density of a singular molecule is too much, and bam. So think about that. Think about the way density and electromagnetism works in our environment. Nikola Tesla helped me understand a lot of this with the free energy emitting towers that emit energy into our atmosphere. If you put points right here and points over here and point over here and point over here, you can essentially emit a field of energy around the earth. Free energy. Free energy. Nothing. They don't like anything that's free. That's for us, for the people. Okay? They like when you pay for stuff, for light, for electricity. Electricity is nothing. It is you can make your own electricity. It's not a resource that we the people should be paying for. Like, I can make a mini Tesla coil. I can make 5 of those, 10 of those, 15 of those, 20 of them, however much it takes, and essentially power an entire house with Tesla coils for free. They want to talk about renewable energy. I know everybody's been hearing those propane ads. And, the renewable energy, electricity is renewable energy. Electricity has the most potential to change and shape our future. Only if we use it correctly, though. The other idea that I had today that I wanted to share with you guys is hempcrete. Hempcrete, the male cannabis plant, hemp. You can abundantly grow this legally in the United States, fields, and I have this wild idea of how to restructure our infrastructure and rebuild our roads with hemp concrete. They can withstand such hot temperatures, and they are so strong, and they don't use trees. Like, we're not gonna Lorax, everything and cut down the last tree. We can grow fields of hemp and make roads, make tires, make clothes, make every single thing. We could even make fuel from it. That's what they don't want you to know. So, with that being said, I want to introduce an idea to revolutionize the way we drive our cars. I am from Michigan. I lived here my entire life. The roads, garbage. Potholes, snow, salt. Salt does damage to our cars. Every single car in Michigan that's not new is rusting out from the bottom because of our salt. Because we have bad winters, I guess. The last couple haven't been bad, but we have bad winters that, create uncontrollable driving conditions that are just not safe. So say if we take copper filament pipes, put them in our roads in hempcrete that can withstand high temperatures, that we can heat it up from the inside, right, through solar panels on the sides of the roads. We can literally use a renewable energy, the sun, Amun-Ra. So we are essentially using the power of the sun to heat our roads, to essentially but take all the ice off, take all the salt off. So we don't need salt. We could flip a switch and our roads will defrost, essentially, in a matter of hours. Hempcrete being heated from the inside out, it's not going to do any damage. Because you can literally take a torch to a block of hempcrete and just blast it, and it's still fine. So if that says anything about what we're doing in the United States, is not for the best benefits of us. Anyways, guys, that's probably going to be the ends of this video. My incense is almost out. Look for me on Instagram, Zach Garcia 1. Pretty easy to find. Look for me on any podcast platform that you listen to. My podcast is Profound Ideas. I talk about stuff like this, the intellectual, obscure ideas that may revolutionize the way we do things. The next few readings that I'm going to do after this is going to be like, I'm going to tell you guys about some artificial intelligence ideas that I have, and just a generalization of where I want to go and what I want to do, and just some rambling and just some talking with you guys. And of course, we're going to do more drawings. We're going to work with crystals as well. My obsidian, I have quite a few crystals. I want to show you guys all my crystals here. I have this beautiful, beautiful box full of crystals. Haha. Full of crystals. I got black tourmaline. I got this amethyst-ish with a little purple in the bottom of it. You can barely see it. But my favorite is this. I'm going to use this in some divination work eventually. I'm going to use it to guide me in some tough choices. Got some nice, beautiful, beautiful pieces here. Another amethyst. I got, where are ya? Fluorides. Cracked into 2 pieces because I was not careful. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you all for allowing me to do this for you guys, watching and listening, and doing what you guys do to keep this planet strong. And as always, guys, thank you for listening and watching, and keep having profound ideas.